there that are in the middle of a bathroom reno, get a notepad and a pen out. We are going to give you all the information you need to get this done properly. Please welcome Kimberley Seldon, hanging out in the bathroom. You're in the washroom.
I'm in the bathroom, and it looks like such an innocent place, and it looks like you go buy a tub, and you buy a sink, and you buy a toilet, and you're done in an afternoon.
Right?
No,
Wrong.
that's the problem. Part of our mindset is it's a small space, therefore it should be easy to do, when in fact it's a really complicated space to do. And I'm always telling clients, half jokingly, but not, we could decorate your whole house in 6 months, or we can do your bathroom in 6 months, or we can do your bathroom and your whole house in 6 months. So don't have this idea that because it's small, you can just focus on it and it'll go faster. It's a process, and a lot of different trades are involved. So first thing you want to do is think about, what do you need in your space? Do you need a bathtub? Are you a shower person? Can those two features be combined, or can you have a standalone bathtub? And the bathtub, I'll choose everything for my customers, and I love to do that. They'll give me some inspiration photos, which you're going to want to pull for yourself from Houzz or Pinterest. But I'll choose everything. The only thing I insist is that the clients who like to take a bath come and sit in the bathtub, because there's a certain lean and a certain feel to it, and you want to make sure you get that right.
Are you a bathtub or a shower girl?
I'm a tub girl.
You're a tub girl, huh?
I'm a tub girl. You're a shower girl?
I'm a shower girl.
I knew that
about you. There's no time.
What do you sing in the shower? Quick.
She's up all night thinking,
she's up all night to get lucky. I knew it. I knew it. I had her pegged for an up all night to get lucky girl. And the kids are like, what's Mom talking about, Dad?
As they watch me shower, which they do, standing there with their little eyeballs watching me.
Now, think about this in the bathroom. Unlike, for example, a living room when you're decorating, you need probably 10 to 12 different tradespeople. You need a plumber, you need an electrician, you need the guy who lays the flooring or the woman who lays the flooring. You need a countertop company, you need someone to do the cabinetry. Like, there's a dozen different trades that you're going to need, and they have to be spaced in a very specific order. And one of the challenges with bathrooms, for example, if you're putting in a heated floor, somebody comes in the morning and they lay a concrete floor pad down. It has to dry all day, so nobody can be in the bathroom the rest of the day. Somebody else comes and they put the coil in, and that has to set. Then the concrete person comes back, pours the floor, and then that has to dry a couple days.
This is a very choreographed dance.
Right. And then the tiling comes. So while it may look that it's disorganized to someone who doesn't do it all the time, like a professional designer or a professional contractor, the reality is it's just a complicated process that has to work in a very specific order. So do yourself a favor. Figure out what you want it to look like, of course. That's the fun part. And then determine a realistic budget. And you know, have you ever noticed when you're asking someone, you know, off the top of your head, what would it cost?
I don't know. Everyone always goes way low, though.
Right. They always
way
go low
lower.
because they're trying to get your business, or because they're just naive and optimistic or whatever. The reality is, I won't just guess what something's going to cost. I will ask my A-team trades who've been working for me for 20 years to give me a written quote, and that's what the client gets. So demand that. Everything in writing, down to the last penny, so that before anybody rips up your bathroom and you don't have a toilet to use, you know what it's going to cost to get your toilet back installed.
And you've also sort of taken into account that there might be some surprises. Well, like maybe the tile gets laid wrong, maybe that it has to be ripped up, maybe there's some plumbing surprises. You have to have sort of a contingency fund as well, right?
Always. In a house particularly, there's always, for example, any design professional you use should have a clause about unknown or hidden variables. That should absolutely be part of the contract. And when that happens, you open a wall and you discover, for example, that there's lamp cord instead of professional wiring. That happened to us on a project. We had to call the clients and say, this is a fire hazard. This is nothing we could have anticipated, so we're going to get this corrected because the walls are open now. And you do want to make sure that you set aside some budget for that. Now in a condo, it's much less likely to happen because your plumbing fixtures are stacked. But it happens. We're working on a project now where somebody allowed them to move the kitchen and vent the stove between two walls. So can you imagine? So now the board has had to run HVAC through her family room. Anyway, the reality is, do leave a 10%, 20% contingency fee, and hire professionals. You want, you know, in my office, our rule is on time, on budget, guaranteed. Get that in writing. If you can't get it in writing, you've got the wrong company.
So they're supposed to arrive on time?
On time, on budget.
I've never seen that.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Well, you know, if you're hiring a professional contractor, for example, he should have, or she should have, a variety of trades who've been working with him for a long time. That's important information. How long have the trades been working for you? 2 hours, not such a guarantee. You know, in my office, I have trades who have been working with me since 1991. So we're a machine, we're a team, we know how it works. You want to make sure as a consumer that you're protecting yourself, because it looks easy and the finished product may be beautiful, but too often we're called in after the fact. You know, they didn't put the proper liner in the shower, so it's leaking through to the living room. There are ways to save money which you do not want to participate in. So make sure you get everything in writing, and then have fun, of course, making the choices like the countertop and the bathtub and
the pretty. I mean, if we all want to fast forward to the pretty, all of this comes in from Gingers, right?
Yeah, which is fun. And if you've ever been to Gingers, it's like visiting a candy store, and they're familiar with me because I always come in. First thing I do is I take off my shoes.
Oh, good girl.
You know, so I can, you know, get in tubs. Yeah. So don't be afraid to do that.
Yeah. Well, you should. It's like trying out a mattress, right? Oh my God, that's perfect for you, Kimberly. You look so good in there.
This one's a little cold.
Ooh, but it looks good on you. All right, you have fun in your bathtub.